Hey everybody, this is John, and not a boring day in the markets. I do think that this is a situation where there's a setup here. Again, we've had the big decline. I've talked about how, and most of the gains here, almost all the gains happened in the first 15 days. The next 15 plus days, we've been trading sideways, and this is the 200 period SMA on the S&P 500. We can't get above it. Now, this has happened 7 times, where when you look back and the S&P 500 has stayed under the 200 SMA for 30 days. 5 times out of 7, we end up retesting the lows. All right, and that's kind of the premise we've been looking at, but the markets have been holding up really, really well. I'm watching the squeeze. Obviously, if it fires long, I want to focus on the long side here, but the potential here is that we do end up firing off short. Now, what about the Fed? Okay, the Fed's not going to let this happen. The Fed definitely wants to let stocks, would like stocks to rally. Okay, someone mentioned today, well, they're buying ETFs now. Well, they're buying bond ETFs. Okay, so yeah, TLT rallied. I'm not sure if they're buying corporate bonds. Maybe HYG will rally as well. Maybe at some point they'll step in and buy stocks. But remember, history, the side of history is saying that the markets are going to roll over and die. So what signals do we use? Well, I'll look at things like, the weaker ones, transports. Wow, what a dog. This thing is quite a mess here. And this is a great thing to do for a hedge. Buy these longer term puts on the dogs like that. And then, yeah, you can day trade the Teslas of the world and do the shorter term trades because there's plenty of action there. Um, but keep in mind, well, so there's this whole thing with Max Payne going on this week. I'm going to talk about this in a premium video. You don't want to miss it because it's sucking in all the newbies. The 3 million accounts from Robinhood, the 600,000 accounts from TD, and more are all going to get destroyed this week because of this. And so we'll talk about that in the premium video. Um, but just be careful on the long side this week with any options that are expiring. So the movie here that is playing out is that we have got the 10-day moving average of the put call ratio in full on bearish territory. The skew is high. We've got timing in place. And please, if you have any long calls, and I don't know everything 100%, right? I'm the first one to say that. I've just seen this movie so many times. Just be careful on the long side this week. If you've got call options that expire on Friday, those are being targeted. All right. You guys have a good one, and we'll see you at the next update.